Have you ever wondered why?
What's that noise? Who's under my bed?
Well, then you're in luck.
Because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission to ask all the questions.
And get all the answers.
Blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one command, and it goes: I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
Welcome.
Who are you?
No, Emily, just let him do it.
It's me, Mike, your friend, the co-host of the Hypotheticast.
David, when you realized you were stepping in on an improv game, you looked both scared and disappointed.
I just really wanted Mike to just keep going and have like a 10-minute RippedKeeper monologue about what this Hypotheticast
my
is going to be.
name's not Mike. I'm the graveyard keeper. Welcome.
And it's me, your dog, Sparky.
Sparky, and all this.
I was electrocuted to death.
Is this an off-brand CryptKeeper?
Yeah, buy my toys. They're made by Mattel.
I love when adult spooky stuff gets marketed to kids. There was some MTV special where they did like I think it was Nickelodeon, where they had Freddy on, and there was like kids like asking Freddy questions or something.
What?
It was like I was like,
oh my God.
It was like when the 3rd Freddy movie came out or something, and I was like, I feel like Nickelodeon is not the right market for Freddy.
Did he usually kill one of them at the end? Just like for fun?
Yeah, he killed them all.
Oh, all. Okay, cool.
On
cool.
Nickelodeon, yeah.
Nice, yeah. Live. Do it live.
It was, you can't do that on television. And he was like, I'm really not supposed to do this, but he killed them all.
Wow. Welcome to the Hypotheticast.
I feel like it's worth talking about you can't do this on television. Have you folks seen that or know what that is?
I don't know what that is. Is it just like snuff films?
God, no. Oh, Jesus. Kind of, but no. Emily, do you know what that is?
I don't know what it is.
No, it sounds familiar.
Okay, I'm dating myself. I am dating myself. I'm great.
Ooh,
But,
yeah, worth it.
Emily's disgusted and intrigued. It was a Canadian import that was on Nickelodeon, and I only ever watched it at my grandma's house because she got Nickelodeon. I didn't. And it was super weird. It was like a sketch show for kids, but from Canada. So a lot of layers of weird there. And there were a number of sketches. Like there was one where people are on like the firing line about to be executed. And there was also a running thing where like somehow at some point in the episode, everyone would just shout, "You can't do that on television." And that person would get a big bucket of green goo dumped on their head out of nowhere. It was very bizarre. Think Kids in the Hall, but for kids.
What were they responding to when you couldn't do it on television?
It was I think it was a number of different things. Like literally it could happen at any time, and that was part of the fun.
Wow. Were there clear, distinct rules about what you could and could not do on television? Because if there weren't, little David would have been real confused.
They were playing by Canadian rules, so I don't really know what that was
anything
all about.
goes.
I love Canada. Before we get into the episode proper, I think I will reveal from last week's Dark Stories episode.
Please do. Everybody needs to know.
People have been waiting on tenterhooks to find this one out. The scenario again, to die for. Here it is. A woman stands in front of a hotel. Only 2 more steps and all will be lost. Do you want to do a quick guess before I do the reveal?
Yeah, she's ascending towards the hotel on an escalator, and there is a giant nesty monster at the top, and there's no way to get out. 2 more steps, and all will be lost.
Okay, how was there not a helicopter in that? I was like waiting that she was going to ascend into a helicopter, but yet, no, it was a monster.
You got to keep them guessing, baby.
That's a good bait and switch. Emily, do you want to guess?
Hotel is actually the name of a big demon she's standing in front of. And he's like, "Come on into my mouth and I'll consume you." And she's like, "Oh, tempting. Just 2 steps away. Should I do it? Should I not?"
Exactly right. Now let's move on. Okay, all right. Oh, the woman, she was playing Monopoly, and her piece was on Park Place. If she rolls a 2, she'll move to Boardwalk, causing her to go bankrupt.
Oh,
Dark
I hate
stories.
Monopoly.
God, Monopoly sucks, and that just brought up so many stressors that I had forgotten I had, but I'm still holding in my body.
From Monopoly
like
specifically?
trauma.
Yeah.
Yes, from Monopoly.
Yeah, it sucks.
My whole back is fucked up because of that game.
The scariest board game.
Yeah, it is.
You think so? What's the scariest board game? Hard mode, no Ouija boards.
That probably Mousetrap, because it's just like that little guy, his hands can't come apart, and that's so scary.
It's really scary when your hands can't come apart.
I'm like, what's wrong with him? Did they get fused together? What's his deal? I'm too scared of that. I'd say probably Mousetrap. Close second would be Canasta.
Yeah, true.
I don't think we introduced ourselves.
Oh, I'm the little guy with his hands fused together. My name's David.
And I'm the rip-off RippedKeeper, Mike.
The RippedKeeper.
The RippedKeeper.
I'm the
He's just jacked. The RippedKeeper that works out. Sorry,
That's
Emily.
okay.
You can say yours too.
No, it helped me figure out who I am. I'm the cage that comes down in the game Mousetrap.
Yeah, Nick Cage. I'm the cage. Yeah, actually, listeners, if you know which Mousetrap piece you are, tweet at us. Mike's the RippedKeeper piece.
Yeah,
in
it's the
Mousetrap.
expansion where you can build a little crypt on the side.
For all the dead mice that you kill.
Oh man, I'd spend so much money.
Oh, you know what the scariest board game is? Operation.
That's pretty nasty.
Duh.
Oh, you're right. Healthcare, am I right? Nobody wants
Being
to go to the
awake
hospital.
during surgery.
Bills.
He is, and his nose is ready to glow.
Yeah, he's there.
Awful.
I think Don't Break the Ice was pretty scary too,
Oh,
where
yeah.
they were like,
Mhm.
you could like break the ice and kill everyone.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
David seriously, he's like, oh yeah, you could
Wow.
die if you fell in the ice.
I never played that game, but you could die if you fell
Yeah.
in
You
there.
could.
The game Don't Break the Ice that you play on your pond in Little Women.
Oh dear. Oh no.
All right, y'all. Let's get serious for a second. This is our
Yeah.
final Halloween episode of 2020, the
my
scariest
God.
of all years.
It's already done.
Oh geez, it really is.
Fortunately, it's not Halloween yet.
Oh, that's true. We have a few
Fortunately,
days.
there's still 3 more days before the beautiful, beautiful day where the great Punky comes up over that horizon and he gives us all sweet goodies.
Well, stay tuned for the end of the episode. We'll reveal our Halloween plans.
Which banks we're gonna rob on Halloween?
What are we going to play today, Emily?
We're going to play a game that we play several times a year, but we play it in a special way this time of year. And that special way is we call it a different name that David made up that he's very proud of, as he should be. So this game for today and today only is called Smash Slash or Ashk on a Date.
Every time.
Yeah, which is a version of.
Do Dump Date.
Oh,
Wow. Smash being to have sex with, slash being to kill, get rid of, etc. Put a slash through, or literally slash with sword, up to you. And Ashk on a date is a pretty straightforward sentence, and how everybody says it.
I want to say, Emily, you said David came up with this. I listened to the episode where we first did this, and we brainstormed it together, and you were the one that thought of the brilliant move of saying Ashk on a date. So I think you need to give yourself some credit for that one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I repressed that.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I just liked it a lot, but you were the one that did it.
Okay, well, you're welcome, world.
I invested in it.
So let's do it. We all brought some options to the table, and we're going to go through them.
All right. Who's
Love
going
it.
first today?
I got a real softball for everybody.
Okay.
Just a nice basic one to start us off in the Halloween spirit. Smash slash Ashk on a date. A fun-sized Snickers bar, a fun-sized Reese's peanut butter cup, or a fun-sized bag of M&Ms.
Snickers bar, peanut butter cup, M&Ms. All fun size.
Yep.
Easy.
All fun size, which really does change the game on some of them more than others.
That one's easy.
I'm going to smash that Snickers.
Yeah, smash. Why smash Snickers?
Because Snickers is like so indulgent.
Ooh.
I'm going to slash the M&Ms, which I feel very bad about because M&Ms are classic and I would eat the heck out of M&Ms almost any day. But Reese's, I'm going to Ashk that little baby Reese's on a date because I love Reese's.
Aw.
Those are just 3 really solid candies, but M&Ms are just like
Yeah.
very standard and like the other two have a little something special.
A little something. What would you say is like the more smashable part of a Snickers versus like the dateability of a Reese's?
The
How would you
caramel. The
distinguish
caramel
between
makes it
those
more
things?
smashable. It's like a little
Okay,
more
it's that sticky
decadent,
stuff.
sticky, messy.
Messy, yeah.
Whereas the peanut butter is just like, pretty solid and reliable.
Yeah, solid.
I'm
reliable.
laughing because I agree with you 100%.
I'm right.
Like I say, hungry? Why wait? Just go fuck a Snickers. Just go do it.
Yeah.
Just go for it, guys.
Thank you, Mike, for
someone
giving
should
me
do-
an episode title 6 minutes into this.
Someone should do that. Should be like Tinder's. It should be like horny. Why wait?
Yeah, they just
Tinder.
collab with
Have
Snickers.
sex with a candy bar? Are you saying Tinder should start encouraging people to have sex with candy
No,
bars?
just like it's the
'Cause, like, you
same
could.
the same. It's a very similar part of our brain that is like, I should just eat a fucking Snickers bar, and
Yeah.
the part of our brain that's like, let's just go do that stranger in the bar.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know whatever the kids
Horny,
say
why
these
wait?
days.
Horny, why wait?
Honestly, Horny Why Wait is a good campaign for Tinder sponsored by Snickers and a good new campaign for Snickers. Just lean into it, Snickers.
Horny in
Horny?
a pandemic.
Why wait?
don't you eat a Snickers instead?
Get out there. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's a pandemic.
Yeah, and
Pick
Reese's.
one sexual partner. That's all you get.
I do think Reese's is very good. It's just always. It's just good.
Yeah, dependable.
And also like
It's
very
just good.
versatile. Like always like it used to be just peanut butter pumpkins, I think. And now there's like peanut butter holiday bells, peanut butter eggs.
Oh, I see.
Christmas
I see.
trees.
Maybe the peanut butter eggs were first. There's trees.
But you're not dating those though.
Peanut butter fireworks. I'm just dating the cup.
You're just dating a fun size peanut butter
David,
cup. You're just
that
dating
cup,
the cup.
that cup can melt and be reshaped. Like it can
Well,
reshape.
I would
Oh.
argue so can the Snickers bar.
That sounds like
and the
you're saying
M&Ms.
you want to date someone that has potential, and you will form them
Yeah.
into the partner you want.
Okay, you're taking the metaphor of this candy in an uncomfortable direction. I promise that's
We
not what I want
gotcha.
an actual relationship to be like. I do like Reese's cups as they are. I was just thinking
Have a
of,
new peanut
like,
butter cup by Friday.
They're into a lot of different stuff. Like they're they're like, oh yeah, I wanna be a pumpkin. I wanna be a tree. Like those are things I'm
yeah.
interested in too. Like
That's a good way to
I wanna
frame it.
transform into different holiday related objects.
A Snickers is already what it is. It's what you see is what you get. There's not a lot of growth there, but it is very fuckable.
Yeah, very much so. And again, okay, coming back to the M&Ms, nothing against M&Ms. I will definitely eat them in a pinch, but it's kind of like the Mickey Mouse of candy. It's like, it's fine,
Yeah.
but it's not that exciting to me. Peanut butter M&Ms could have been a contender, but these are regular style.
Here's why I agree with all of that. I think we've all come to a consensus on what the correct answer to this one is. But I have to say, the taste of M&Ms is not what turns me off. I actually really enjoy that like slight crunch on the outside. That M&Ms texture-wise are up there with Snickers because there's like some fun going on there. I like that. The shell is so cool. But a fun-sized bag of M&Ms has 2 M&Ms in it. I hate the shit out of how much package there is. And then I'm like, open it up. Here we go. Pouring them down the hole like Gaston's eggs. And what they are is like a half an M&M and some dust.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, well, great. I'm so glad I had fun with this bag. And then I just throw the rest of the M&M bags in the garbage because it's harder to open them than it is the joy that you get from eating
Wow.
them. I just hate fun-sized bag of M&Ms.
The person who thought of calling that candy fun size, they must just be like, I don't know. I feel like they're in a special circle of hell. They're not even dead, but they were sent there
Yeah, I was going to
immediately.
say they're either incredibly rich or in prison. There is
both.
no in
They're
between.
both. I think it's both.
Oh, nice. They're in rich prison.
Rich prison in hell.
Yeah, wealth is its own prison.
It's the invention of the name fun size for candy is a white collar crime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
It
a
is.
the only white collar hate crime, but it
Oh,
but
God.
it is one.
I think there's probably other
I think
ones.
I think that's the
white
only
collar
one.
crime is hate crime.
Redlining, racial covenants, fun size.
That was interesting. We figured it out. We just know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Nice job.
All right. Can I go?
Yeah.
As you've noticed in our Hypotheticast fan collaboratory, I've been watching all the Universal Monster movies. It's a lot of fun. Recommended if you're into that kind of thing. And last time we did this, I did ask the big 3, Frankenstein, Dracula, Werewolf. And so this time, I'm going to ask about 3 of the underdogs. Would you smash, slash, or ashk on a date the creature from the Black Lagoon, the mummy, or the Invisible Man?
Okay. Creature from the Black Lagoon, very slimy. I just want to get a description, kind of a feel for all of them before I like really lean into like what I want to do with them or without them.
Okay.
Creature from the Black Lagoon is kind of like swampy, like an aquatic thing with webbed hands and feet. Is that true?
Yep. He's from like the Amazon jungle, like lived in the river there. But yeah, kind of reptilian.
Kind of like a fish, but a man. Yeah, that's fun. Basically Shape of Water adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, that literally was like, because Guillermo del Toro couldn't make an actual creature movie, he made that movie. So
Invisible Man's invisible. Can't see him.
Yep.
Can't really describe that guy. And the mummy is just I assume there's something, but it's a bunch of cloths on there.
Yeah, I'm going to leave the mummy because, I mean, those of you who've been following my series noticed that I really didn't like the mummy, the original mummy movie. There was a mythology created, but let's just leave it as a mummy. It's you don't even know the gender. It's an agender mummy. Anything could happen.
I think that the Black Lagoon just sounds too yucky. Messy.
Yucky, icky, nasty.
I know that.
Okay, hold on.
What?
But in the previous question, you did want to have explicit sex with a fun-size Snicker bar specifically because it was messy.
With caramel.
So if it was a
creature from the Black
Caramel
Lagoon, then.
Oh,
no, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Black Licorice Lagoon.
Too much anise.
Oh, God.
I think I would smash Invisible Man.
Yes.
Slash Black Lagoon and Ashk Mummy.
Nice.
I think that Invisible Man, it would be too messy to like figure out a relationship. It would be just too hard. Not messy, but like too complicated. I wouldn't trust him.
You'd have to be like throwing paint on him all the time to see where he was.
You don't think there would be a way to like figure that to negotiate that a little bit? Like,
I don't
could you just wear a hat when you're in our house?
I don't trust him is the thing.
Oh, you just don't trust him, period. Because like maybe he won't. That's fair. That's fair.
Mummy, I can see and isn't quite as nasty as Black Lagoon guy.
Yeah, and we know what mummies sound like thanks to the scientist that made that mummy's voice.
What a sound. That's my ringtone now.
It's literally my favorite sound that's ever been created by humanity is the simulated mummy that we figured out how it sounds. So good. I would smash that mummy because I have to imagine of those three. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay. Y'all have to help me decide.
Okay.
Would it be more fun to slowly undress a mummy to have sex with them, or the Invisible Man to have sex with them?
I think mummy.
Yeah,
because
mummy.
Invisible Man, there's just nothing there. Like, I mean, it's there.
Yeah, but if there were enough clothes, it'd at least be
Yeah,
fun.
but then you'd be
Honestly,
like, it's off now and I can see the carpet.
Yeah, actually, I think the Invisible Man would do like a striptease in reverse. Like it would be like, you'd be like, where are you? Like, are we getting busy tonight or what? And then the Invisible Man would be like, ba-da, ba-da, and then slowly put on clothes. You'd be like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
And then
that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would slowly get more and more excited. And by the time he was wearing his full winter garb with those Carhartt jeans, I'd be jumping those bones.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the idea of a reverse striptease in general, specifically with the Invisible Man. Sounds great. I have to say, I am profoundly not turned on by all three of these.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
That's what,
Like
that's what
when you
makes a
listed
good
them, I was just like,
question.
oh, I don't like any of them. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I gotta pick one.
Yeah, you gotta
But
pick.
it really was like, nope, not into it with any of them. So I think the Invisible Man play part of it would make him the smashable one for me. And then I think that just because I really did like Shape of Water and that movie really sold me on the emotional depth that potentially a creature like that could have, I would probably ashk on a date the creature from the Black Lagoon, because that one seems like maybe the one that isn't an ancient pile of dusty bones wrapped in toilet paper, like that maybe can't talk. Like that seems like a real deal breaker to me.
The mummy in this scenario isn't a live thing. Like it can move around and actually talk to you too. Usually the
it
mummy
just seems like a risk. Like if we go out in public, a helicopter or steamroller is going to get that thing right away.
Those are the two big dangers to mummies.
Yeah, they are,
And
especially
also
when they're tall.
being in a public restroom and someone thinking that your wrappings are toilet paper and grabbing them.
Wait, did that happen?
I mean, in a Far Side cartoon.
Oh, damn. I was really hoping that happened in the
that
Universal
happen in
Mummy.
real life? What do you mean, did that happen?
Yeah, did it happen? Where'd you read that? Did it happen?
It happened. Yep, it happened the other day.
I'm just going to start asking, did that happen?
Did that happen? I actually
and see what people say.
I'm going to diverge from the two of you. I think this one, it's a little hard because you're right. Like these are not like traditionally attractive beings. I think I'm going to dump the Invisible Man, and part of that is covered because I'm thinking of the movie I just watched, where the Invisible Man in that movie is a complete psychopath, and in the new one that just came out this year, which is also very good. Basically, being invisible, like there's not really a good reason for it. Like you really just end up doing creepy shit because it's like you just get away with all the things you can get away with, you know? Usually that's what that means. So I want that out of my life.
Did he eventually become a spy for the government? Because that's like the only way to redeem him.
No, there is a 5th Invisible Man movie that is called Invisible Agent, where I think he becomes a spy.
Yeah. Because like spying on enemies is like maybe the only way you can justify being invisible.
Right. Somebody actually online, when I posted about Invisible Man, when I watched it, I said, think of some positive things you could do for being invisible. And someone suggested that it would be good for introverts to like just get away from people for a while. They could be like, no one can bother me now. So yeah, get rid of Invisible Man. I like the idea of the unwrapping of the mummy is a sensual act. Like what's under those bandages?
Right. Gross things I don't want to touch because they'll go away.
Hey, you know what? Let's
into
be nice
dust.
to that mummy. Like
you have to be nice to that mummy. No roughhousing.
You never know. And then I like also like you say, The Shape of Water. I think the creature from the Black Lagoon has a good heart. Like I think they just need someone to love them right.
And that someone is you.
That someone is Michael John Larson.
I have a big hole for like that's Swamp Thing shaped too. So like I think it's pretty Swamp Thing adjacent.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I have 3 options for you guys. A crying Victorian ghost.
Ooh.
A big spider.
Oh no.
And a zombie businessman.
Oh, wait. Okay. Immediate follow-up questions. The zombie businessman, is the zombie a businessman in the past and now a zombie? Or is the zombie is a person that came back to life and was like, I need to make a living. What job could I get? Like, which way does the zombie businessman adjective
was
apply?
first and then bit by a zombie, now is a zombie that is just like wearing a business suit and has a briefcase.
It's a nice look for a zombie though, so I like that.
This is a little tricky.
Crying Victorian ghost. Pretty sexy.
Well, that's the thing, David. I'm thinking like Victorian ghosts, like there's a romanticism to it. However, it being a crying ghost, like I feel like that's so ingrained into this ghost. Like I don't want to be a bummer. Like I want to help the ghost out, but that's not a good idea for a romantic relationship.
No.
So like
that's a good point.
I'm gonna like maybe slash that ghost by helping it finish its business it's crying about and move on from this mortal coil. So
yeah, slash an item on its unfinished business list off.
Yeah, so
slash that bucket list.
Right?
Maybe under different circumstances it could have worked out, but like it seems like they're really fixated on something and like not ready for a relationship or even like a one night thing. So
right, because if it were an explicitly momentarily crying Victorian ghost, like it's crying right now, but it's a full person, you could date that. That'd be fun. Dating a ghost would be great. I feel like we've talked about that
I'm
on this
sure
podcast
we have
before. But if its identity is crying Victorian ghost, there's no coming out of that. And you might like, that's your whole deal then. You're trying to just help it finish his business, which I think is why slashing that ghost is the only truly responsible thing to do.
So that leaves the spider and the businessman, which honestly probably
that's a great title for a myth. Hold on. We got to write the myth of the spider and the businessman.
It's an Aesop fable. The Victorian ghost is maybe more appealing, but like the spider and the businessman, I don't know. I don't want to have one night stand sex with the spider, but I don't know if the zombie businessman's going to be better. I don't know.
I think the zombie businessman is a human being and therefore might offer you a more expected amount of pleasure.
But here's the thing, David. Zombies, famously, like their bits are falling off and like they're decaying. They don't smell good. Sorry, zombies, but it's true.
Spiders, their bits stay on. Those legs are welded.
But most spiders, I feel like their mating rituals are like they literally kill each other or they lay eggs on each other's backs or something.
They're pretty hardcore.
So what are you, like, I have a question. How big is Spider?
yeah, that's important. How big is the spider?
How big
Bigger than
is Spider?
What?
Bigger than a bread box?
Very large.
Oh, okay. Bigger than a car?
No, it's like the size of a small dog.
A small dog.
Wow. I mean, that's a big...
I know, but it has to
like
be...
a chihuahua? That's great. That's like perfect because it's not bigger than me.
Right.
I want to date that spider. I've decided in my heart. I want to ask that spider on a date because spiders seem cool. They seem scary. They seem calculating, but they seem like the crows of the insect world. Like there's more going on in a spider's life than most other bugs, I feel like. And I want to know what's going on in there. And if somehow within the premise of this game and question, I am able to, and it is able to have capacity to go on a date with me, then I would like to see what that is, even if it is one date where I just hang out on its web and I'm like, this is nice. It's like that scene in Spider-Man where they like hang out and they kiss on the web and he's like, I love you, MJ, and Kirsten Dunst is a good actor.
Okay, I can't handle all that. I changed my answer. I slash that spider in half and leave it dead on the pavement. I fuck the zombie, smash the zombie, and then I'm just going to date the ghost because why not? We'll live together in a haunted house and the ghost cries and I guess that's fine because I just don't want to spend more time with a spider or a zombie businessman. Okay,
yeah, spiders, baby.
No, I just can't. I don't hate spiders, but I don't want to be with one.
You don't ever fantasize about being wrapped up like Lil Frodo in Lord of the Rings?
Oh God, that's horrifying. No.
You don't ever want to be swaddled by Big Shelob?
Maybe Shelob from the video game adaptation that made Shelob all sexy. Just so wrong.
That one gets slashed. Get it out of here.
Pretty shameful for Token.
Emily, how you feeling about zombies, spiders, and ghosts?
Well, the spiders got to go because I'm scared of... I finally
bring the spiders to
can
me.
handle like the very, very teeny ones. Like I'll see the teeny ones now and I'm like, all right, you can live. Much beyond that, no. Do not live near me anywhere. Spider, please die. I think that I would smash Crying Ghost Girl. I didn't really clarify if it was a girl or not, but I feel like it is.
Oh, I did assume, which is gendered, but a crying Victorian ghost very often is woman.
Yeah, they tend to be.
But a crying Victorian ghost man could be a fun twist.
Yeah.
Why he cry?
We would smash. Mainly because I feel like, the crying being such a big part of their identity would get annoying to date. And I see this as someone who is a crier, but still, it's a lot, especially if it's like that big a part of your identity that is in your name. Zombie businessman, I would date, and I think it would probably be gross and creepy, but I feel like, few dates. What's worse that could happen?
I always
an
assume
intentional short-term relationship.
I think we determined in the past that it meant a month of dating at least.
Mm-hmm.
Which is manageable. I could date almost anybody for a month.
Yeah.
You got one more, Mike?
Yes, I do. I have one more. Here it is. Smash / Ashk on a date. Chucky, Leatherface, and Pinhead.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me about these people.
Chucky is Chucky the doll from the Child's Play movies.
Mascot from Chuck and Don's pet food store.
If you want. Leatherface is the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre who wore all the dead people's skin based on a couple real serial killers. But he would later made him into a sympathetic character in the series. And then Pinhead is from the Hellraiser movies, not officially called Pinhead in the movies because those movies are actually like pretty dark and serious. But he's the most famous one, all the nails in his face, and he has the magic box that has such sights to show you. So
I was going to ask about his personality because I feel like I understand Leatherface and Chucky's personalities pretty intimately, but I don't really understand what Pinhead's deal is. Is he like mystical?
yeah, he comes from like another dimension of pleasure and pain, and he wants to like torture you, but also help you explore the dark recesses of your erotic mind.
I mean, I feel like there's a pretty big bullseye in the middle of this.
I mean, you might want to watch the Hellraiser
kinda
movies
tape.
before making your final judgment, but that is kind of his deal.
Yeah.
Emily, you've seen
comes from a domain of pleasure and pain.
Well, it's mostly pain. Emily, you've seen the first Hellraiser with me,
A
I think.
lot of
Yes,
sex is
at that
pain.
horror movie a-thon. What do you call it?
Yeah, it was a all-night marathon. We were the first ones to leave after 2 movies. We were both just like, we're tired.
It was
and
so late.
It was late. I was just like, I feel fine. But yeah, we did see Hellraiser there.
Yeah.
So Emily, you kind of know Pinhead a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know him a little bit.
Again, 3 unappealing characters, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, one of them's like a baby.
I would
like Chucky
I would
is a demon, right? Like he's not a baby.
He's not
No,
a baby.
Chucky is
He's a
very much an
possessed
adult
doll.
man in a child.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a doll, but even the doll is like kind of a weird small adult man.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's small and looks maybe
Yeah.
like a kid, but it's definitely not a kid.
Chucky is not a baby.
But also maybe hard to have any sort of relationship with, I'll grant you. But
For a lot of
all of
reasons.
them are in different ways.
Yeah. But like Chucky just feels like a little ball of chaos.
I would
Like having a relationship with a rabid dog.
Yeah, but I would still do that because I don't want a relationship with
Yeah?
either of the other two.
Wow.
But I would
Not even
smash
football
Pinhead mainly because I mean all of these that we've been doing today they start from a place of I cannot any of these things with you, and that person would be Leatherface. I cannot date or smash. No, thank you. Very gross, very scary, very deadly.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't want to date Pinhead because that's just too much. Too much of that energy. No. So that leaves Chucky, which like doesn't sound fun, but at least I'm like, you are, I guess, kind of from the same realm as me and not going to like chainsaw my face off at any second.
He does get married. So we know that he has like in the series, I have not seen it, but there's a Bride of Chucky movie.
And there's a seed of Chucky. He reproduces.
he fucks.
Yep.
Wow.
Chucky fucks.
So that
That's what they should have called that
means
movie.
that wow. Okay. So like he's got it all.
Yeah, if
He's-
that's what you're looking for, the ability to marry someone and then
Chucky's
have
got
sex
it
and have a
all.
child.
But I mean, I bet that's a thing that Leatherface and Pinhead don't have is the ability to like be in a ceremony with another person at all. Well, maybe Pinhead, but probably a ceremony where he like extracts your genitals or something. I don't know. He seems like a real nasty boy.
Leatherface could learn to love, I think.
See, that is like, I don't know a lot about Leatherface. I haven't hung out with him very much, but I can see us having a farm, like having a farm with separate beds, separate houses, kind of holding hands sometimes while we make breakfast. Like, I think we could make it work. And maybe I would let him wear a little bit of my skin
No.
as a fun little gesture.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, though.
So that you're thinking you're going to date Leatherface?
Oh, I'm definitely smashing Pinhead because I just got to know,
I
even
like-
if it's torture.
I like how
if it's
the minute I
torture.
said dimension of pleasure and pain, you just
Yep,
like
that's it.
David's eyes cartooned out of his skull and he started saying ooga.
He was very excited.
Yeah, I became one of those wolves at the dinner table, but instead of food, I want kiss.
Wait, David, let me tell you about a character that showed up later in the series, Hellraiser 3, who is like Pinhead but has CDs embedded in his head. I'm not kidding. The series took a very goofy turn in the 3rd movie.
Mike, you're going to have to stop. If you tell me more about this series, I'm going to get too turned on.
Well, then
Yikes.
I'll just let you discover it privately.
CDs. Wow, he's going to play me a Blink 182 mix. That's going to be really cool when we have sex.
I think I'd go with Emily too. Like Leatherface, as much as I want to believe he has a heart of not gold, but maybe something not quite as bad
Leather.
inside there. And more than leather, something nice. but like I just don't think I can do it. So gross. And yeah, Pinhead, I guess the idea that I'm smashing him means like it's a one and done thing and then I'm like away from him. Although I guess it could be smashed and then I get killed. So I don't know. Or flayed alive probably. But
I guess it's not a contract.
Yeah. And then but yeah, dating Chucky, pretty weird. But again, yeah, probably the most like traditional human that it could interact with and maybe have a conversation with on some level.
He gets married. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
that
yes,
is a really good sign of a healthy person.
Yeah, if you're able to get married.
What a talented little boy.
Do you guys have a Halloween wish?
My Halloween wish is that everybody gets what they want for Halloween.
That's a pretty good one.
But like in a monkey's paw kind of way, where your wish goes wrong. Ooh.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Yeah, you kind of are. Like an evil man.
I'm an evil man.
My Halloween wish is that I get $100.
That's a very achievable, actually.
But I just want to get it.
You don't want to have to do anything for it.
To have it. Yeah, I don't. Because I can earn $100. We all can. But I just want to get $100. I just want to wake up and it's just there. It's just
Mike, you could make
bed.
David's Halloween wish come true.
Oh, it's coming true, but don't worry. That monkey paw just had a finger go down.
Yeah.
And now
he's gonna like throw a roll of pennies at me every day for a year. He's like, "Here comes your $100. I'm Freddy."
I was thinking more
and
like
he'll slash my head off.
The $100 would be like wrapped in a little box with also poop.
There's many options. Like, there's a lot of ways this could go wrong.
Lord.
This monkey
Emily,
has
what
like
was your Halloween wish?
My Halloween wish is that people attend the virtual Halloween cabaret that I will be hosting with my friend and musical partner, Leslie Vincent, also friend of the podcast. It is a part of the Twin Cities Horror Festival, which is a wonderful theater festival that obviously can't happen in person right now. So they are doing several different virtual events over the course of that week. And it is culminating, I believe, well, there might be something the day after too. But on Saturday, Halloween, the 31st of October, that evening, we will be doing a cabaret with some special guests. And it's going to be real fun and spooky. The theme is murder.
Uh-oh.
Murder?
Yeah, it's going to be real fun. I think it's Facebook Live, but we will be posting about it on our Champagne Drops Facebook page. And you could also just search Twin Cities Horror Festival. Find more details.
Well, I have my Halloween plans all set now. Going to a cabin in the woods all by myself.
That sounds fun.
Do you dare me?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, since
We'll
you dared
dare
me,
you.
I'll do it.
Are you really doing that?
No, I'm going to watch your show.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you could do both.
There's no Wi-Fi in that cabin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That cabin?
Yeah,
The woods cabin,
it's just-
the one in the woods.
The one I usually go to.
Oh, that one.
What are you doing, David?
I'll probably just be trying to feverishly spend my $100.
Feverishly,
plan.
dang. Do you think it's going to
Yeah, that's the
disappear
gist.
after Halloween's over?
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the diabolic twist. The devil shows up and says, "Here's $100, but you must spend it all in one day." And David's like, "How could
The
I
devil
spend this
thinking
much
that it's
money
really
in
hard
one
to spend
day?"
$100. I love Satan's concept of money. Is like, there's no way someone could spend $100 in one day, because Satan last touched money in like 1702, and he was like, $100 is more than
That's
anyone's
such a
ever
good
had.
show premise, you guys. Okay, let's pitch this show. It's Satan.
Yeah, great
and
idea.
he's like here to like wreak havoc and like fuck with people,
Yeah.
but he's super out of touch, and so he's really bad at it.
Can he wear a vest?
What?
Yeah, Jack Black plays the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Then I'm in. I'll costume design the vest. We have a final segment. It's called No Questions Asked, where I will ask you one trio of smash/ashk on a date, and you will tell me what you will do. Don't explain it. Don't you dare. And the listeners can ask, but we might not say. We're secrets. It's Halloween. Final question. No questions asked. Smash/ashk on a date. A jack-o'-lantern that came to life? A skeleton that came to life? Or a spooky tree that came to life?
Slash the spooky tree, smash the skeleton, Ashk the pumpkin on a date.
Exactly the same as Mike.
Ashk the skeleton on a date, smash that spooky tree. And I'm going to punt that pumpkin into the sun.
Oh,
Goodbye,
no.
everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope all your spooky dreams come true.
And don't
I
forget to
hope you
vote.
get $100.
Oh, God, please vote. Oh, God.
I'll give you $100
Oh,
if you
my
vote.
God.
But just one person
David,
and one
that's
time, and only
illegal.
if I receive $100 on Halloween. Okay, bye.
I'm marching, marching, 'cause I'm gonna live.
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
I feel like Jack Black is like an old-fashioned nickname for the devil. Like, don't you think that's like a name that they call the devil?
Oh my God.